Before we get started, I wanted to ask, are you comfortable with me sharing this information on my public KSU page for my class?
Uh, I mean, there's not going to be any personal information in there, otherwise it's not professional.
Exactly. We just have to
Okay,
ask whenever we do interviews with people to make sure that everyone is comfortable and that they do understand that this is for a class project and other people will see it.
okay, confirm.
Okay. So, we had to pick a person of interest to write about. Basically, I chose you because the first time we met, you said that you were responsible for certifying the armed guards, and you also mentioned that you're the only person that does it. So, I just had a couple of questions about your profession.
Sure.
Okay, how did you get into your role? Was there a specific training, or were you offered and you just took it?
That's a interesting story. So my background is in law enforcement.
Okay.
So my background law enforcement is I did 12 years in the police force in Jamaica.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
All right. I resigned and migrated here. I resigned at the rank of corporal, but I was also trained to be an instructor. So when I came over, migrated, I branched over to security instead of law enforcement. One day I was in a handcuff training class with the then manager Gregory Barnes. That was when the company was G4S, not Allied yet, and he was doing a training, and at the end, we asked for a review, like how was the training? What do I think of? What do we think of the training that Allied has been G4S has been offering? So me being the person that if the training is not good, I'm going to speak up. I spoke up and I said, well, the training was subpar. And he was like, how so? I explained. He liked what I said. And then he uh, informed me that there's an interview session, an opening, sorry, for an additional trainer. And he would like, yeah, and he would like me to apply. That was like the Monday of that week. I went to the interview on Thursday by the Lennox office. No, it was here by the Powers Ferry location. And on the Friday, I was informed not to report to my previous site, but I should report to Powers Ferry because I was accepted to be a part of the training team. So then I was G4S. G4S wasn't purchased by Allied at the time. I was a part of a training team of 3 persons, and I did firearms and CPR. Train classroom instructor since calendar year 2020.
Okay. And in that time, have you ever had any help with this? Has there ever been two firearm instructors, or has it always just been you?
I don't know. Currently, I am assigned to the training department, so I do firearms. Let's stick to firearms, concentrated firearms for the southeast region. But we have another person here who is a utilities manager, Mr. Richard Bray. He's also a firearm instructor. So when I'm out for any reason, he would conduct the training until I get back off from PTO or vacation. So, but he's not a part of the Allied training team, but he assists. So basically, on paper is not, but he is a part of training. But on paper, he's a separate manager. So
Oh my
so
God, that was actually about to be my next question. Like, if you're sick or you're unable to work, what happens?
yes, Mr. Bray assists in that area.
Oh, no, not that. Okay. What is the most rewarding part of your job so far?
Ah, sharing knowledge getting people who are not familiar with a firearm, getting them to actually appreciate, understand the weapon. There's other things like I feel good when somebody submitted their application and they get their license approved from the Georgia Secretary of State within 3 weeks. Just the joy of at the end of the training where the entire class can come up to you and say, one, I learned something. Two, I had fun learning.
Is the worst part of your job? Like, what do you really wish you could just do without?
Do it out.
Yes, like if you there was like a part, maybe like instructing someone who's never used a firearm before,
Oh no,
or
the worst experience was having someone have a self-inflicted wound on the firing line. Somebody shot himself.
how,
So
how
that's the worst fear of having a negligent discharge of the weapon and somebody getting injured. That is the worst fear for an instructor, because we dealing with at some point you will be maneuvering the weapon with a live round inside.
and someone actually shot themselves.
Yes,
How?
information cannot be disclosed.
Nope, I wasn't gonna ask. I'm just gonna sit here in stunned silence. Um, okay, so what qualities or skills do you think are most important for someone in your role?
Knowledge, patience, and humbleness. Because one, you have to know what you're teaching. So two, you have to know about what you're teaching, and you know. So I say what knowledge, and you have to be patient with the persons you are teaching, because my role, we do come across persons who have never fired a weapon before, or we have persons who haven't fired a weapon in a projected period of time, maybe a year, which is bad if you live in Atlanta,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Uh, yeah, you have to be humble, because sometimes you have persons. When I say humble, meaning you have to be willing to learn, even as the instructor. So you may have somebody who is here just to get certified, but they are knowledgeable just the same, and they may say something. You don't need to take it personally. You just need to make a note and put it in your training. So you have to be humbled in this position as well. Don't let your ego get the best of you.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. I know for Allied we have to requalify every 2 years. Is it the same
Mhm.
for the instructor or is it less frequent?
Less frequent. We go every 4 years.
And I'm trying to remember, you said we're not a paramilitary system, so no one
Mhm.
can tell us to shoot. But
Yes.
when
So
you go into,
it is not a military or a paramilitary organization. Go again.
would you say training for security is easier than training for law enforcement?
Oh, very easy. Yes. The 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 what we do here is just to get you basic qualified. We don't do advanced stuff. Although Allied Universal has taken the initiative to include some aspect of the law enforcement firearms course or firearms training to security. So they're working on that to fine tune how we're going to pass on that knowledge right now. But yes, security is way easier than law enforcement.
So, for Allied, do you only train with handguns or are there other weapons that you train with?
We train one of the weapon, which is the shotgun for a particular client.
Okay, so you have also instructed someone how to use a shotgun as well as
Mhm.
handguns.
Correct.
Okay, someone who is interested in following a similar path as you.
To be an instructor or
Yes.
security. Get yourself knowledge. Know what you want to teach. get yourself ready to be able to um, pass on the knowledge where persons can understand what you're teaching. Uh, be prepared for paperwork. Be prepared to deal with not humbled or egotistic persons in your training. Don't take their actions or their words personal. Make sure you adhere to all safety protocols when it comes on to handgun as well. I mean, safety for firearms, right? You have to develop that love uh, to impart knowledge. If you're just doing it because you think it pays more, um, and you're not loving what you're doing, one is going to get bored because it's the same thing you're going to be doing over and over and over every week. It's like a routine. You have to be able to, switch things up as an instructor. So if you're not flexible and you know you're not that type of person, go do something else.
What does a typical day as a firearm instructor look like?
Typical day fireman instructor. All right.
Yes.
As best as possible, we try to get to work by at least 7:30.
Oh God. I mean,
Yeah, so that means as an instructor, you would say we are up by 6 a.m. every day. We have to
discipline.
maneuver. I have to maneuver an hour drive to work because of traffic, because I'm coming from Stockbridge to Marietta every day, every day. So that's why I don't use traffic as an excuse when anybody's late for training because I have to drive. I have to think about it too. So that's one. You got in, you have to set up your classroom for training. Check your equipment, making sure your materials is still there on your computer. Set up your classroom for your paperwork, which is the application that you're going to submit to the state. Make sure your roster is in place. Um, Once you're done, we're thinking about at least class is at 9. Typically, we go on to around 2:33. Then if the applicant doesn't have an account with the state, we're going to have to sit back for at least 30 minutes to create an account. Then we review the paperwork and submit it to the state at a later date for approval. And then you leave office around depending on the magnitude or the amount of the person in training. I'd say we could leave here around 2:33 to maneuver traffic to head home. So what I do, you use as I skip lunch and I use my lunch period, which is an hour, to maneuver traffic home. Then I stay on my
Um,
computer and respond to email until 5 p.m. After 5 p.m., work is cut off. It's family time.
that is a great work-life balance, and I thank you so much for your time.